So you just got a new job and a brand new badge and you want to show everybody on social media how excited you are. You probably shouldn't do that, and I'm going to tell you why. So as you can see here, this is my fake badge. It's pretty cool, right? As you may or may not know, a couple months back, I went on my first physical penetration test where we got paid to break into a couple buildings. And my job was to come up with our identities as what we're going to be, who we are going to be when we're breaking into these buildings, because we couldn't just be us. I couldn't just be Zach Hill and break into a building. I needed to be somebody else where maybe I wasn't recognized, or I had a good enough cover where somebody would believe that that's exactly who I'm saying I am. Like an AT&T worker. So that was the cover I chose. We were going to be telecom workers. So I went on eBay, I bought a shirt for 15 bucks, and then I had to come up with our badge. So all I did was go out onto Google and I pulled up an image from Google and then I just photoshopped my way through it. And this badge right here, the funny thing about this, it's just a sticker that's stuck on a Starbucks gift card. All that's inside of this little holding right here is a Starbucks gift card with stickers all over it. And as you can see, I have my friend Dwan Lightfoot with me, and he was there for that physical pen test as well. Not in person, but with me in spirit, clearly. Now, the fact that this is just a sticker on a gift card isn't even the craziest part about it. When we were on this physical penetration test, the receptionist for one of the buildings took our badges and made copies of them. And they passed with flying colors. Now, this might not be something that happens all the time, but as you're gonna see, it's extremely easy to do and it's very believable. All right, so enough talking about it. Let's jump into Photoshop and actually show you how I did it. Keep in mind, I'm gonna speed this up because it's kind of boring and you don't want to sit through 20 minutes of me going through different Photoshop layers and Googling things. So let's just talk about it real quick and you can see how easy this was. So the first thing that we're going to do is actually go out and do a Google image search for an AT&T employee badge. And we're going to go through a few of these and see one that's going to work the best for us or has the best quality. And once we find that one, we're just going to go ahead and download that. And then what we're going to do is go ahead and open it up in Photoshop. And as you can see, we're just going to breeze through this here real quick, but I'm editing things out and I'm moving it around so that I have a better image to work with. Now, once I have this base image to work with, we're going to be researching a few different things within this video. The first thing that I need to identify is what font is being used, or try to identify the closest variant of font that I can so that we can just try to make as close of a match as possible. So once we have our base image saved, we're going to go ahead and open up Google again and look for identify font in picture. There are multiple results. Some of these are going to offer paid versions of these fonts, and then some of them will have the free version. And ultimately it might lead to, if you want the exact font match, you might have to pay for that font, but we're just going for the free version here just to try to get it as close as possible. So we're going to use this site here called whatfontis.com, links in the description below, and we're just going to go ahead and upload our picture to the site, and now it's going to let us choose from some of the different text inside of this image, and we're just going to select the first name that is being used in this image, and we want it to identify that font only. So we'll just go ahead and click next and find which font is going to look the closest and see if we can find that. So it identified this Allegria Sans SC font. So we're going to go ahead and download that from the Google font family and install that on our computer so that we can use that in Photoshop. Now, once that's installed, we're going to throw a couple font layers over our image here and try to line up our font with the existing font that's there and see if we have a close match. And if we do, we're just going to go ahead and run with that. And I think it looks okay to me, probably looks okay to you as well. Now we're just going to start modifying the rest of this badge so it has all of the details that we need. We're just adding new layers, putting in some fills, and just adding a couple shapes. It's really simple to do. We're matching our colors, making sure that it looks as close as possible as we can. We can't get that holographic AT&T image, but if we go out to Google, we can get other AT&T images that we can use within this badge here. So we're going to go ahead and grab those, and we're going to throw those into this image as well, and we're just going to try to line everything up as close as we possibly can. It doesn't take that much time. All in all, again, this total time it took me was about 20 minutes to create this badge, and as you can see, we're comparing these at the end. They look pretty much identical, right? There's one little thing that I missed here with the font color, really quick and easy to make that change, But this is how quick and easy it is to make a clone of any badge and throw your own face in there if you wanted to. Now, I know before you say, what if you were trying to break into a building that had maybe an RFID badge and you had to kind of scan yourself in? Well, they do make cloners for badges like that, like this boss cloner right here. You can buy one of these. All you have to do is be 6 feet away from somebody and it can make an exact clone of your RFID badge. So then all I could do is have my own fake badge and then scan in, because I have everything from your RFID badge cloned from this little device. It's insane. All right, so before we end this video, I'm just gonna show you that it is indeed exactly what I said it was. And I'm gonna go ahead and take it out of this nice little, case that we have here. And let's find a good place to peel this off at. Again, here it is. And uh-oh, I think I'm peeling. It looks like I peeled part of the Starbucks, like the way that the Starbucks thing was printed. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. I'll have to take probably take a picture of this, I'm guessing. Maybe I can get this back off without ripping off the text or the Starbucks printed information. I just want to show you. This one's coming off a little bit better. There we go. You can at least see that. So like I said, this was literally the badge, and she took copies of these and didn't say anything about the authenticity, whether they were real or not. So I thought that was really cool, and I think this is a great learning experience for you. It's not just for physical penetration testing. You can print out a VIP pass for a concert because you saw a picture of that badge or that VIP pass on social media, and you could just Photoshop your own. And that's kind of crazy if you think about it. So you really have to be careful about some of the information that you're sharing online. Not only could I use this badge as a way to break into a building physically, I could pretend to be an AT&T worker and I could share this out on social media and say, hey, my name is Joshua Melchert and I work for AT&T now, and make a complete fake persona all around that. Right? It's really crazy what you could do because it could be believable. So again, think about some of the things that you share on social media. Your employee badge is definitely not one of those things that you should share. So that's all I got for this video. I hope you found it useful. As always, take it easy.